it's a mole.
Even though it's small. Actually, that's where red rice, the yeast comes from. Yeast, red rice. It's okay. I wouldn't take, you think about taking yeast pills?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that. But the whole idea of the lecture was to eat as close to the natural state. Okay? Now, you could take omega-3 capsules, right? But you're not going to get the other benefits, other nutrients. The 2,000 other nutrients we talked about, that ain't the omega-3 capsules. You're only going to get omega-3. What about all the other things that you're missing out? So the body is not made up only about omega-3 and calcium and potassium and stuff like that. The body needs all those 2,000 nutrients. Yes, sir?
How important is regularity of mealtime? Tends to vary widely, especially weekends versus weekdays. And
Yeah.
should we really strive to try to keep it almost the same time, or does it matter?
That's ideal, but it's even more better that if you don't feel hungry, don't eat it. Simply because it's lunchtime doesn't mean that you have to eat. Okay, simply because it's dinner time doesn't mean you got to sit down and eat dinner. Your body is going to be the best judge of telling you whether you need food or not. That's the way God designed us. You feel hungry. You feel lightheaded when you're dehydrated. You feel thirsty because God designed the body to tell you you need water. Hunger is God's way of telling you you need some food. It's okay. I'm saying you're absolutely right in terms of regularity. You have to be regular in terms of everything, including going to the bathroom. Right? And we said that it would be 3 times a day. The idea would be go to the bathroom 3 times a day.
Exactly.
At least once a day.
Not too many days.
I think I got patients come to me and said, how often you go to the bathroom? Well, I don't know. Once a week. I don't want to be anywhere near that bathroom. Okay. Any other questions? Yeah.
Which food, which vegetables is good for a person who has osteoporosis and vegan? I'm vegan, but I have osteoporosis.
Vegan with osteoporosis, what's a good?
Osteoporosis?
What's good to eat?
Yeah.
If you're vegan.
Vegetables are probably not the best. Vegetables will help the osteoporosis. But what you need is nuts and beans. You need more calcium. But here's what I would suggest. If you drink milk and eat meat, stop doing this because milk leaches the calcium from the bones and throws them out.
No, I'm vegan.
You're a vegan. Well, praise God, you're a vegan. Because one of the biggest lies that the dairy farmers, the dairy industry has told us is drink more milk if you have osteoporosis. Okay? Vegan is good, but eat more nuts because remember we saw calcium? We need more calcium. But the reason why we're saying that you need the vegetables, simply because you take calcium, for example, if you just take calcium pills, if your doctor tells you, oh, you need some calcium, I'm give you some calcium gluconate. It will raise the calcium level in your blood, but it's not going to get absorbed into the bone. Why? Because the nutrients that the body needs for the absorption and transfer from the intestines to the bone is not there in the calcium gluconate. You hear what I'm saying? So, the doctor is going to go the easy way. He's going to say, well, let me write you a prescription for some calcium gluconate. Or calcium citrate, whatever. But the result is not going to be as good as if you had eaten nuts and vegetables.
What's soy milk and almond milk?
Huh?
Soy milk and almond milk.
Yeah, same thing, same principle. Almond milk is okay. It gives you the calcium that you need and potassium and vitamins and everything, but it's better to eat the almonds. Okay? The whole principle. What's the principle? do it as natural
It's possible.
as possible. Obviously, you know, every time it's not possible. Yeah,
What you were just saying, in every one of those milks that we're talking about, 90% of them have calcium carbonate. Now, is that doing what you were just saying a minute ago and keeping it from going where it should?
the benefit is not as good. The whole idea is this. See, in the milk, for example, almond milk, do you have any fiber in it? No.
All juiced out.
So, the nutrients that are staying, there are some nutrients that are attached to the fiber, you are not getting it. Okay? That's what we're saying. Stay as close to what God gave us in the Garden of Eden in terms of your diet.
Natural as well.
That's what it's possible. All the other stuff that you're doing, juicing, this, that, I think. I mean, if you really want, if you have trouble digesting it, you may want to put it in a blender and
Yeah.
blenderize it.
What we started doing is making vegetable green smoothies.
Right?
And you put it in there, and put it in what do you call it? Spring mix and just,
Sure.
and then put pineapple with
Sure.
it to make it. I heard pineapple does something very.
Joe, let me warn you. The reason why we don't, those of us that talk about nutrition, don't like those ideas. I know that, let me tell you, well, maybe a confession. My wife makes one for me every morning. Okay?
Green smoothie.
She makes a smoothie. She puts all kinds of stuff, including, I don't know what she puts in it. But,
Every day she
ginger, cloves,
Oh, too spicy.
all kinds of stuff. Cinnamon, reduces the blood sugar, right? But the point is that you can take in 800 calories in a glass when you do this. If you sit down to eat those food one by one and eat those nuts one by one, guaranteed you won't eat more than half of that. So the reason why we don't advise that you blenderize everything is because the amount of calories you're taking in is going to be much greater. It's okay for you, Joe, because you're skinny. Okay? But somebody that's
Green don't have any
the
calories.
greens don't have it.
And the pineapple doesn't have. it.
Pineapple
Yes,
does have it.
greens and pineapple.
Yeah. But if you put a lot of other like bananas, carries a lot.
Doctor,
Anything else? Yeah.
yeah, we can say this is very important what you're saying, but we can eat all this that we eat. If we are not obedient to God, it will profit us nothing.
yes.
It will profit us nothing. The sense in it, in all these things going back to Eden, is that to keep us obedient to God.
Okay.
That is the key of life.
All right. Anything else?
Healthy lifestyle.
Shall we run the video one more time and then we'll quick call it quits?